Hey guys, what's going on? So it's pretty late and I was not anticipating shooting a video tonight, but I had something on my mind and I wanted to talk for just a really quick second about why we do what we do. Why we make the decisions that we make, why we follow the friends that we do, why we have the belief structures the way that they are, and really why any of it matters. Because everyone knows what they do, what they believe, who their friends are. They all know that the tip of the iceberg stuff, right? But the bottom of the iceberg, the part that matters, the part that will capsize a ship, the part you can't see, is the why. And if you ever stop and ask people why they make the decisions they have, why they're in the job that they are, why all this stuff, everything goes back to why. Simon Sinek has an entire talk on TED Talks about this. He has a whole book about it. Great information, and it cannot be overlooked, and you cannot underestimate the power of why people do what they do. I remember, and the guy's gonna name nameless for now, but I was pretty young, probably about 16, 17 years old, and at the time, I thought I wanted to be the president of Hallmark movie companies. Why? No idea. That's just where I was headed. That's what I was making. So I had like these flashcards, these little index cards that I carried around with me everywhere that I went that were just, this is the president, this is the CEO, this is my, gatekeeper, whatever, and I would read these flashcards miles away from ever even contacting these people, no value to add whatsoever. But gosh darn it, that's what I was going to do. And I remember the day I was sat down and someone asked me why I wanted to do it. And then whenever I gave another answer, I asked another why, another why, another why. And 7 times. There's science to this. I don't have all that stuff off the top of my head. I'm not going to pretend that I do. But after 7 times, the reason why I wanted to work with Hallmark movie companies was because I loved watching Hallmark movies with my family. Those are the times where of everything else, the world fell apart, whatever was happening outside didn't really matter. Whatever was going on in the family didn't matter. When we sat down to watch a Hallmark movie company, however they may be, whatever quality they may consist of, life was good. And somehow that equated to me wanting to be the president of the company. Not even close. Not even. It made no logical sense whatsoever. And so when we look at the decisions that we make, and if you ever find yourself in a position where you're challenged on your belief structures or your friends or why you want to do, somebody starts asking questions, 2 things either going to happen, right? Either you're going to be more strong and you're going to have to find strength because what you've had is challenged, and that's where strength comes from, right? You exercise the muscle, things tear, and now you come back with more answers, and it's better and bigger. Or your paradigm falls apart. 1 of 2 things is going to happen, and both of them are fantastic. Right? If someone starts asking you questions that you're uncomfortable with and really make you start to question things, invite them. First, a lot of times people back off. No, I believe this because I believe it. I believe it. Don't screw with my mind. Don't mess with my mind, bro. And that's because their decisions are based on either ethos or pathos. Right? Ethos being the credibility of somebody else, somebody that they believed in, someone that gave them purpose or meaning or accepted them as they were, so they use the ethos, or pathos, right? That passion, that emotion. And then I built on logic. We're not creatures of logic, we're creatures of emotion, right? How to win friends and influence people. All this stuff starts to connect. When you start reading all these books, it'll make more sense to you later on. But what I want you to do is, if you have a belief structure, something you feel extremely strong about, ask yourself why you have that belief structure, why it is that you made that decision, why it is you stand on it so firm, or why you don't stand on it so firm. And I don't want to get into specifics here just because I don't want to mess with people's mind or stir the pot on what's going on. But what I will say is that I tend to make decisions very slowly, which isn't very good for the accumulation of wealth very fast. Ask any serial entrepreneur and go read Think and Grow Rich, right? What creates wealth is people who make decisions very, very quickly and tend to stick with their decisions. But what I will say is people who make decisions very slowly tend to be a lot more strong, more well-developed, right? I think of, I'm a farm kid, right? If you have 2 different kinds of trees, right? You have the trees that grow very quick. Think of like, I remember growing up, I loved Boston Paris, something like that. I remember. They're really pretty. They bloom really white. I'm going to sound super weird right now. But anyway, they bloom white, a little flowery and stuff. I always like the tree. But they tend to split really easy in the wintertime because they're not strong. They grow very fast. So hardwoods, things like oak and nut trees, things of that nature, they grow very slow, but they also make the best kind of wood. They're the most high quality. And how does that equate? Ask yourself. Ask yourself questions. Grow strong. Make decisions very slowly, whether that be on what you believe on the religious end, what you believe on your purposes, whatever. I'm not telling you to make decisions fast by any means. I'm not even telling you to make decisions slow. I'm just telling you to make sure that you ground everything you do on a why. That it's all founded and based on principles of purpose. And I don't want to make this too long, so I'm out. Dream fearless. God bless. Talk to you soon. See ya.